Ebusian any come our channel so haxi AGH Politics Avenue podcast or say only a trendy and make speaking headlines and a gemre na IDB exum na yo Alexander Afenyo Markins asweye na aye Alester Nexon unia wabiebie eno mabisua ehun behia say IDB exum Afenyo Markins na nado dan kwa kufu ado na ben mu na ono en na the chairman of the road fund unia my Indian contractor be worth $29 million road contractor as it stands now. A quite now with the man award is Hesika we see the contractor. A quite no man yet. Mr.
He was chairman of the road fund. You know what he did? He gave $29 million to an Indian contractor. Go and ask Governor Afenyo. I'm telling you, up until now, the guy didn't do the job. He's in the country walking around. The Indian didn't do the job.
$29 million.
He signed off. He gave it to an Indian contractor. He didn't do the job. He was board chairman for Ghana Water Company. His own companies were involved in what you call in transporting chemicals of the company. Checkbook, they send him to him. Otunika, the penua sign check. Otunika, penua sign check. Ghana Water, the records are there. The former managing director, Clifford Brahma, is there. Go and find out from him. You think I'm joking this afternoon coming here? What are you talking about? Yeah, did they call ECG? Also be at to good. In so kekotonu. Check out Ujama $3.3 billion at the Ghana Water Company. Who said the Ghana Water is crawling on his belly? Can't you see it? Look at ECG. Koton akoso mo kania kwa mi kume simu se mompene. Koton akoso mo kania keke. Na fan faso brain uboka $8.2 billion. Look, the contract arrangement that he had with Cocoa Board. Go and find out. Omoto fertilizer and only inputs at $1. No me they break Cocoa Board $100. They catch that I'm not. The facts are there. Go and check. The facts are there. He's working free, and he won't keep quiet. He would not keep quiet. Once the MPP for no, omo deep on in omo post, so you cannot touch him. If you come and touch him, it's like you're touching their lot. That is why I've told the MPP people remove him. Remove him. The other people in the MPP, like Patrick Boama, he was in the same university as me, a gentleman of a sort. Okaikwe Central,
yeah.
Yes, he can be your leader. We want people who will criticize us and then will stand on our toes and use the criticisms to work. Not this kind of criticisms. Well, I bet TV so can say, oh no, he's self-made. Business is Quran. My enchilemu. Business, I will say you're a successful businessman. Where did you get your businesses from? It was J. Kufuor who gave you a contract far away in the Western region to go and offload bauxite. Where did you get the tracks from? J. Kufuor guaranteed for you, Standard Chartered Bank, to go and take loans. $35 million now of the banks. No, on for receipt in that chair. Say what you are. No, they didn't hear. Oh, yeah, Casa Minwe. Oh, yes, come on. 20 times I call IMF. When was our currency saved? 20 times we have gone to the IMF and Dakosi Botre. We have gone to the IMF and even more intelligent people who have gone to the IMF. Today, look at the IMF country director. He comes from an Eastern European country. Yes, he comes from an Eastern European country. I'm a graduate from the University of Cape Coast and an economics major graduate. Wow. Yes, I decided not to study economics further because I saw something. Those people who were rushing to do their masters on other things had ill intention when it came to economics. Last time when the MPP was in power, I had some of my classmates who were saying that, government can spend beyond the percentage of GDP, which even 100%, so long as it's investing in the economy. Sikano, they were not investing in the economy. Kendo Ferrata was diverting someone and chopping. So how can you tell them when the GDP was almost about 80% of GDP to 100%, was being wasted? Today, you are just talking about a 1.5% value of a GDP, and you are shouting. When you people are wasting over 80%, when you see a cat assembly, we shouldn't be afraid of them. We must match them both for. Why say me say me home for me waba? Why say me kasani film? Me say, look, bring me every Wednesday. I'll ask permission from my boss to come because yen to me it's not say. Emomo fufu and Daniel quiet. They did very little when they came into power. And like I told you, smuggling of gold was a key component of their government action when they were there. Today in opposition, they cannot flourish. MPP they make a court. Say Matra radio station, Biaka say Nigiri, Etongalap say gold. I never went to the court. I'm a friend, man.
You didn't go.
I didn't go. Why should I go? Me, why should I go? I'm asking you.
Quarter fair.
That is the exact truth. That is exactly. The court rather must be happy that I've given them information. They should go and
you
check.
had evidence.
Oh, please. If I didn't have evidence, the person is an MP in the Galamsey area. Baby, the MP in Naobe, na cache of excavators, Egugu, two amna ko bisa uni the home, Uchiomuko police station near Bebelium. Who was in charge? Please. Right, we know too much about them. We know too much. So sometimes when I sit at home, it pains me. The public relations unit of the Gold Board, they must be proactive. My own brother Prince Minka, he must be proactive. Look, get people together. Before they speak, we would have spoken. Let's be ahead of them because the value of the Gold Board to Ghana's economic reset agenda cannot be understated. Because why? Look at the Cocoa Board. Like I told you, was to rationalize the cocoa sector. In recent times, John Mahama has gone ahead to bring changes. He has just passed the bill. You understand?
Yeah, the Ghana Cocoa Board.
Yes, very important and key to the sustenance of the sector.
Sure.
So if he has brought a gold board, this is just the first getting to the second year. They'll shout, like I told you, Alistair Matthias referred to a sitting president as being a key smuggler in gold. You think he'll be happy with the gold board? I'm asking you. Look, it is alleged that Afenyo Marking has excavators that is involved in Galamsey. Do you think
allegedly?
Yes, allegedly. Do you think he'll be happy that it has been stopped? I'm asking you.
Never.
Bro, yes, that's the thing. So these are people who know what is right, yet they'll turn the fufu better than quiet. Then they call prison. I sat on national television, and at the time Radio Gold. Yes, Muntie. So we were on television, and then we talked. So Kasa American, and yeah, Kasa Bia, and Subia. But to me the Kasa ne court. Eko can say me aware. Mimisi Obibe Wari Chief Justice now at the time, no. Awarieno was turned to an English website dictionary to mean rape. Yes. Why were we jailed?
It's true.
It's true. Awaria marriage became rape under the Muntie 3 case. Muntie here. Almost brofusing. I studied literature at Atimota School. When I went to university, I was serious with my communications. Do you know who my lecturer was? Professor Jane. No Pokwajimai.
The vice president.
Yes, she was my lecturer at the time in the University of Cape Coast. While being to the all kind about English language, you have to be, so you see, it is not for nothing that we are fighting this. How can you say operational costs is loss? That is how your lot is made up of. When Kwame Nkrumah was developing this country, what didn't they say? Yes, you this Sikano. Yes, you are boy a car. And Kwame Nkrumah Sikano or this is annual man. Look, 60 new factories in 1961 alone. Look at the motorway that serves us until now. You understand? Yes, look at the Tema Harbour. Look at the expansion of the Takrady Harbour. Yes, the Akosombo Dam. It serves us till today. Meanwhile, at the time, Omukachire said, Kwame Nkrumah Discano, it was a loss to the state. So watch out. When you see the Wemu, yes. When you see anybody MPP coming, and some frequent because they are made up of liars, they concoct stories, and they'll be looking straight in your eyes, but they'll be lying. That is how their lot is made up. I'm humbled by what I'm seeing on my phone.
Great one there.
And I'll continue to come once I'm here.
Yes.
I'll come. Mini Mugabe in Tokwebi, I'm Mobi and Adam. Yemi and Sakugan. Mugabe, me Alistano. Tokwebi any entem. And now we're there to me. Yamine Shea. 10 years ni. Yakotraba. Inti. Senya Mekano, Nina Husu he ever dencha.
Okay.
The friend in an abba for Shea. Chiano and na Pamfu. Unya. So Omu Kebi. I know what you are so TB. So to say, hey, I would tell baby, I know what TB. But I'll be fear no bedroom who say, I didn't uncle for you or Mokasasa. Before the advent of the Gold Coast, a dinner diasuno is as a result of gold that you see Portuguese for Bar Elmina first. No, they saw the gold in the whatever lagoon in Elmina. That is why they named it
Gold Coast.
Elmina.
Okay.
That's a gold mine.
Okay.
So they traced all the way into the Praia River and they saw there was a lot of gold deposits here in the Gold Coast. So even the Portuguese at the time, the 1400s, 1500s, brought in soldiers to be able to survey the Praia River and pick up the gold. So if you go to Portugal now, some of Ghana's gold is in Portugal.
As we speak.
Yes, the first export of gold left the Gold Coast in 1691.
Wow.
Yes, through galamsey sources, not by machine. Through galamsey sources, headpan, shovel, pickle axe. So let nobody trick you into believing that they are for the good of this country. Recently we heard your papa Duncan Williams. What did he not say? He said he went somewhere to have a lunch, and the people there, very rich people in that society, were complaining that they were not getting free gold from the Gold Coast. They were not getting it from Ghana. Look at the gold that left the Gold Coast. Just last year, the cost of it was about $11.4 billion.
From gold board.
No.
Okay. For
illegal, yes.
Wow.
Illegal, unrecorded sources. So you see, the coming of the gold board was to come and rationalize the gold sector, which was in disarray. Bear to be the ope, party here, Sikafo, no mun nambush, no mutu. Then Alistair Matthias, onusu boy and kaye, or catch and say a man penina or tisono, or to ninya gold free her a smuggle to the tune of $400 million a week, if I'm not.
That was a month.
Yeah, a month.
Yeah,
Alistair Matthias, my own name, Alistair Matthias. Yes. When they summoned Al Jazeera to pull down the story, they said no, they wouldn't pull. Nanado said you sue them. Up until now, has he sued them?
No.
It should give you a ringing bell in your ears that some big people in some big places were engaged in the smuggling of the gold from the Gold Coast to make profit into their pockets. So the gold board has rationalized the sector and has stopped all those leakages. Into Usha, you better go about Sami Jemfi. But you took Bobona, you see a co acting as a shield in order to protect. You see who say, Ejato unye trimu ana Ejato ni demu a. Aha, so si wudi ehu because if you so na eba also. Into ra Sami Jemfi baby I will be our bodyguards no doors to do me am a bulldog for Sami Jemfi. Sami Jemfi, like if you remember there was a UN Secretary General Boutros Ghali. So I have conferred on Sami Jemfi. Sami Jemfi. Look at his work. In just a short time they gave him the job. Look at the currency, how it is stable, and we're able to plan into the future with our currency. In the past, it was haphazard. And now ube kona dollar na wino, ube kona dollar na bono, ube kona bono. Si a dollar ne ba, otumu se trade na sidi nikita no bena obe tofom into genetri no kem.
But at least as Akobane say either Bank of Ghana na gold board kaba, don the NPP the minority. Woman nisa right in some bit me bisa say your answers was like we are about Jumedi.
Enyeka.
Okay.
The cost of operating bringing us here didn't take cost to bring us here.
Okay.
That's
operational cost.
Operational cost. In Krafoka baby, unim titi amotoy. Worms. Titi amotoy ji gogomini ayawo le na ke wo hook line emi. Na ka jiolu ye numi. Sa ono sa gogomini so onu so ye obi nya, obi papa. But it's a cost to the colony. You need that worm in order to get the fish. When you get the fish and you consume and sebio ukojawa na emua no eye titi amoto no omuso menya ho faso. Is that not it?
Very true.
Yes. So there's a cost to every operation. And especially at this time, we must know say for every $1 of gold sold, you book 17 cents. So we have 83 cents as operational profit. It's not a loss. How can it be a loss? Cost and loss. Loss, they say, Amawe, cotton, Yadima, Wakofa, Oko, Jemuna, Baya, Sikana, Yesusu, Benyano, Yanya, into Ba, Waboka. It's different from Udi Sika Shemu because gold, no, go baby, I see it all. And a gold board, so the structure to how they talk. Aggregators, tier 1, tier 2, and other people who come into the sector to buy. So their fees, agent fees, those who go and buy it, and charges. And those charges are not generated by the gold board. It's per the Parliamentary Act on Fees and Charges that they charge those fees. And then there's another one that we call assaying fees. That one too comes to us because we want to buy the gold. So who the cost when you na obi aboka wa cost to 1.7 billion. Now or the 17 billion a bar. You frame where? Yes, don't be hypocritical. You frame na bon sem mano. It is a medium baby obia pa Anchor repeating.
Prepare your explanation right now will be a word here when you a fair idea of sir and say me okay. Ntino you ever find a say mrashebe dwem for the any obi or your experience when mrashebe dwem to say Afenyo market why majority leader paying, why minority leader, government businesses, other sectors forming government, you know, onimuno. Why do you think say when we say be operational cost, but one more kind of ya say a car gold board abo?
It's for mischievous purposes. It's to run the NDC down. We are doing too well in government in a short time. Into one baby or the Akofa IMF so. Look, the International Monetary Fund was set up in 1945 after the Second World War to support all of us. But they have not done so. When they decided to resuscitate Germany's economy, go and see the investment they made in Germany. Is that what they have done for African countries? For 20 times, Ghana has engaged the IMF. Were they able to save our city? Never, at any time. Go and check. If you have an economic recovery structure adjustment program, they were not able to save our currency. In 1998, the IMF came lashing at the NDC when they had supported us and the economic recovery structure, telling us that our currency was down. When J. Kufuor came, what didn't they do? Didn't Kufuor change the currency? Yeah. So at this time when the gold board has come in and we're able to save so much, 17 billion, IMF sika ino mumamu. Maybe sao.
2.53 billion, 100 million.
Peanuts money. Say Yanka say sika go a Bank of Ghana area. Nobody went on a road show to the international market to go and borrow using enterprise insurance to come and gain profits. Because gold board is a pillar, it's a central defender in Ghana's economic reset program.
Could it be politics as usual?
You mentioned somebody's name, Afenyo Market. Yes. You don't know him, eh? When I come and sit here, I've been saying this here. If people think I don't like him, me see me subai no I won't a bit daddy. No BA when subai. Me can't go for frame and stop. Look, I was in the same university with him. He ran away from his course, the Bachelor of Management Studies, typewriter for course, typewriter being a secretary course. When you join here, go and ask him. We're in the same university. He slept on the floor. That's why I've said it. Look, these are people who should be humble. No, please. You should be humble. First, your own father was a carpenter. Your stepfather used to work as a poultry farmer. No, I'm coming there. It's not personal. It's not personal. Allow me to let my men dig in the background. I'm going to and next when you're going to serve the nation in this position, you rather should be humble, knowing where you are coming from. School fees kwa na unye binchanye Dr. Papa Kosindum nebo ako Augustinsa. Anka secondary school kwa wankobi. So humble yourself in this society. Stop lying about others. Stop running other people down. See you can't sema. To me can we? Be catch you. Be can masisu bem. She ora J. Kufuor otifie aso huye. De ekosu nya onimubi. Sami jemfi kotiani na nsan meboa. Yeah. Okotiani na nsan I was against the visit.
Why?
J. Kufuor na kwala ni mission boy any Afenyo marking. Them say Sami Jemfi ko born na mania shino. Obe friend bra go and attack the boy. I'm saying it.
No, I need the sign.
So say me you free wa. Who dey dey bia ye ka J. Kufuor say mamusi ye nya no. Oti one na dey cost no. This is not a loss. It is not a loss.
At least why you quiet for this country check.
Oh, please. Onye quiet dem be patrol. On friend and put him to order. Put his minority to order. Say obi operational cost. The cost of producing this bottle of water, it comes at a cost. You have to pay for the water, the bottle, and other things. So if you put it to the market and you put a value on it and you go and sell and you make profits, should somebody sit somewhere and say the operational cost is a loss?
We ain't some who do channel so, Mammy and also Jembre. As soon as I bought in the Dumbe Unia,